Hi guys, how you all doing? Welcome back to the channel. It's me, Derek Asamoah, aka the Tottenham Pele, and I'm just basically here to try and help you improve as a player and trying to help you to become the best player you can possibly be. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do so. Like, comment, and leave questions or what you want me to talk about. I've had a lot of questions about how to stay in the manager's good books, how to stay undroppable, how to make it difficult for a manager to drop you. I know a lot of you out there might not start as many games as you would like to, or you're in and out of the team all the time. Today, I'm going to give you 6 tips on how you can stay in the manager's good books and make it hard for him to drop you from the starting lineup and help you play more games, more minutes. Like I always say, these tips are from my experience. They're not from any other player's experience because I haven't been in their shoes, so I don't know how they go around doing things, but these are from my personal experiences. When I started my career, it was very easy for the manager to drop me. It was very easy for him to put me out the team because of it wasn't always because of footballing reasons. It wasn't always because of how good or how bad I was. It was just something that I needed to work out, something that I needed to find out for myself. What makes it so easy for him to put me out the team, easy for him to drop me from the starting lineup. Like I said, when I started playing football, I didn't start many games. My first season as a professional, I think I started 3 games in around 40 games or something like that. So it was a very inconsistent season for me. It was a very inconsistent start for me. But then I could have blamed it on many different things. Like, it's my rookie year, it's my first year as a professional. But I had to learn quick and I had to learn fast on how to improve and how to get in the manager's good books so that I'll be able to start more games and play more minutes. So the first tip I'm going to give you guys is be nice, be respectable, be approachable, be likable. You know, there's nothing worse than having a player that's always cocky and that's always arrogant, that shows a lot of pettiness. You know, you have to carry yourself with a certain respect. You know, I'm not saying go around begging for people to like you and stuff like that. I'm just saying that carry yourself in a certain manner where people like you and respect you at the same time. There's no need to walk around thinking you're the best thing ever. You know, be humble, be respectful, be likable. You know, respect everyone around you. Respect your teammate, respect your manager, respect the people that do the cooking, respect the cleaner, respect the people at the office. Just be a nice person in and around the place. You know, make yourself approachable, make yourself likable so people want to be around you, so managers want to be around you. And that way, even if you're not performing well or even if you're having a bad time, the manager will take a liking to you and want to help you and want to help you improve because you're such a nice person on and off the field. So the manager's going to take a liking to you and will always play you ahead of somebody that's arrogant, somebody that's selfish, self-centered. You will always get the nod ahead of them. So remember that and always be likable, always be approachable, always be nice to everyone around you. Tip number 2, I would say, is consistency. You need to be consistent in everything you do. The word professional, being a professional footballer, is to do things consistently good. You know, in amateur football, there's players with a lot of good technique, but they don't show up consistently. They'll do it 1 out of 10 times in a game, 1 out of 10 times in training. But at this level, at the professional level, you need to be consistent 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10. You know, every day you're on it. Every day you're in training, you're on it. You need to show the manager, no matter what, wind, snow, rain, sun, you're turning up and you're putting in consistent performances. You know, no matter what. Be consistent, and the manager love players that are consistent because he needs to be able to trust you. He needs to be able to know that if I put you on that pitch, I'm going to get an 8 out of 10 I'm not going to get a 10 out of 10 all the time, or a 10 out of 10 one week and then a 9 out of 10 another week. You'd rather have a player that's consistently putting in performances, and that way he'll learn to trust you and he'll learn to use you more, and it'll be hard for him to drop you because he knows that he's going to get a consistent level of performances out of you all the time. So whether it's training, match day, whatever it is, whatever the occasion, you turn up and you make sure that you're consistent in everything you do on that pitch. So that's tip number 2. So tip number 3 I'll give you is you have to learn to be versatile. For myself, I can play in various positions. I'm not always going to go to the manager and be like, oh, I'm a striker, so you have to play me as a striker. Yes, striker is my favorite position, but you have to learn to be versatile. You have to learn to be able to play in different positions, different formations, different styles of play. You can't just walk around and say, I'm a winger, so I'm not going to do a job on the right back. Study the game, learn how to play different positions, because you never know. Football's about developing, it's about learning. And the more positions you learn, the more likeliness that you'll be able to play in a team. That's what you want. The end goal is to get as much minutes as possible. The end goal is to be able to make it hard for the manager to drop you. So if the manager's lacking a striker, he'll put me there. If his left winger is injured, he's more likely to put me there. If his right winger is injured, he's more likely to put me there. If his left back is injured, he's more likely to put me there. So I have more chance of playing in games. It might not be my favorite position, but I will learn and I'll adapt, and I'll be versatile enough to be able to tell him that, do you know what, you can trust me. Wherever you put me on the pitch, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to perform for you. So that way, then the manager learns to trust you, and he'll start you in more games, and it'll be really, really hard to drop you for the team because you can play various positions for him. So that's the 3rd tip I'm going to give you. The 4th tip I'm going to give you is teamwork. Be a team player. Don't be individual, because maybe, like I said at the start of the video, the manager was very easy for him to drop me because a lot of the time I was very self-centered. Not in terms of I'm a bad person or anything, but I thought football is about expressing myself. It's about showing the crowd what I can do. It's about crowd pleasing and not really being a team player. So when I learned to become a team player, I found out that the manager trusts me more, because I'm not out there trying to showboat. I'm not out there trying to please everyone. I'm out there for the team. I'm working for the team. I'm working to get the best result for the team, And once I do that, individually, it will look good on me as well, because I'm working hard for the team. And once you take the team element out and just focus on my performances, you will see that I still have a brilliant game. I still have a good game. So I would say, for anyone that's an individual player, anyone that's talented, that's got individual attributes, learn to use them in a team format. Learn to help the team with your attribute and not showboat too much. Learn to be a team player, and the manager will trust you more, and more likely to leave you on the pitch, more likely to start you in game, and less likely to take you off or drop you from the squad or the starting 11. Yeah, so remember that. So tip number 5, I would say, is to show dedication. You need to be dedicated. You need to show the manager that you're dedicated to the sport of football. You need to show him that whatever he tells you, you go away, you learn, you come back and you improve on it, and you show him how dedicated you are. You need to turn up on time. You need to be one of the first people to come in through the door at training. If training starts at 10, don't be showing up at 5 to 10 and jogging out. The manager can see all that. Come there an hour, 45 minutes before, do your stretching, do some, go around communicating with other players, show your personality, act like you really like being around there. Dedicate yourself to the game. Learn about it, everything. Don't leave nothing unturned. Don't leave no stone unturned. Everything about your game has to be on point. And once that becomes a habit, you get to enjoy it. You don't even think about it. Give feedbacks to the coach, ask questions, and then the coach will see how dedicated you are. If you had a game this Saturday and you played ball, or you had a bad game or whatever, study the game, come up to the coach, tell the coach, boss, I saw that I wasn't tracking back enough. I saw that I wasn't getting enough the ball. I saw that I was wasteful in certain areas. I've watched the game and I've realized what I went wrong. If there's any tips you can give me to help me be better, help me understand what I need to do better, then please, I'm all ears. Communicate with the coach, show how dedicated you are to improving the team, because at the end of the day, the coach's job is at risk. Your job is at risk, but the coach's job is at risk. And if you can show the coach, the manager, that you're willing to work with him, help him, and dedicate your time learning to improve the team, and at the same time helping him keep his job, then he's going to like you and trust you more, and he's going to be more likely to play you ahead of everyone else. You'll be one of the first names on the team sheet because he trusts you and he knows that you're dedicated to the game, you're dedicated to helping him succeed at the club. So don't forget, be dedicated, show dedication, always show dedication, always show that you're willing to learn, always show that you're willing to improve. Yeah. So that's tip number 5. So right, tip number 6 I'm going to give you is continue to improve. Don't settle, don't think that you're the finished article. No matter how good you are, and no matter how talented you are, no matter how well you can do something, you can always improve on it, whether it's shooting, whether it's dribbling, and whether it's crossing, whether it's passing, whatever you feel you're good at, you can always improve on it, And it's very, very important to continuously learn, to continuously study. Like I said previously, it'll be to your advantage when training sessions finish. You grab a few balls for half an hour, 45 minutes, even 20 minutes, and do your own thing, like crosses, shooting, whatever you think that you can improve on, even your physicality, even your speed, even your endurance, whatever you feel you need to do it. Even if you feel it's at the top, there's always room for improvement. And once the coach sees that, wow, this guy's got everything, he's got all the talent in the world, but he's still willing to improve, he's still willing to work hard, he's still willing to give more, even after a grueling training session, he's still out here doing these things, he's still out here trying to improve. And for me, if he's willing to do that, I'm going to have trust in him. This is the type of player I want around me. This is the type of player I want in my team. Because why? He'll be a good influence on other players. He'll be a good influence on the younger players. And I'm going to highlight him. I'm going to show him off, because he's showing that he wants to learn. And also, always question, like I said previously, always question the coach. Always ask the coach what you can improve on. Involve the coach in everything you do. Let the coach know that you are here for him. You're there to help him out as much as he's here to help you out. The coach is just another person trying to keep his job. So you need to make sure that you're working for him. You're giving as much as you're working for yourself. You're working for him as well to help him keep his job. So when he sees that you're dedicated to the game, of course he's going to reward you. He's going to reward you with more minutes on the pitch, and it's going to be hard for him to drop you, because what excuse is he going to give you? It's going to be hard for him to find an excuse to drop you. So once you've got everything ticked off, like you're willing to improve, you're willing to work hard after training, after games, you're willing to work hard, you're willing to improve, then he's going to find it very difficult to drop you. So remember that. Be dedicated, and always, even if you feel that you're perfect at something, always try and improve on it and try and work on it. And that way, the coach will favor you a lot more and you make it very hard for him to drop you. And the last tip I'm going to give you is to study the game. Study the game. Watch football. At the end of the day, football is your job. This is what you've chosen to do. So why not study and become the best at it? A lot of the things that you do on the pitch, you've been given to you naturally. It's a natural gift. It's one of your gifts that God gave you, But to go to the next level, you must study the game. Like before a game, you have to study your opponent, ask questions about your opponent, think about the person that you're going to be playing against. Of course, you want to be working on your own game, but to have that advantage, you need to know what the people you're playing at attributes are, what formation the teams are playing. Are you going to have, if you're a right winger, what formation is the team you're playing against going to play? Are you going to have more space, or is it going to be crowded? What type of game are you going to have today? Are you going to have space to run behind? Do the other team play a high line? Are you going to have which area of the pitch are you going to have the most success at? You know, you need to learn all that. You need to study the game and make sure that you got everything ticked off. Like, come to the coach, ask the coach questions. Coach, do you know anything about their right back? Do you know anything about their left back? Do you know anything about the defenders? Do you know anything about the keeper? Study the game, not just for match days, but for football in general, like your positioning, different types of run to make, read different books, just study the game, yeah? So the more you study the game, the smarter you become on the pitch, and your manager will be able to see how smart you are, and he'll be able to rely on you and say, you know what, this is the guy I need on the pitch, because he's smart, he's intelligent, he knows the game on and off the pitch, so he's going to pass on information well, he's going to take on information well, and he's going to do well for me. So at the end of the day, it's very, very important, guys, to make sure that you learn the game properly, you study it, and you leave no stone unturned in terms of educating yourself, in terms of having the good IQ footballing brain, in terms of having a good footballing brain. Make sure you learn and study everything there is to know about the game, and the manager will be able to rely on you, and he'll be able to use you more, and it'll be impossible for him to drop you. So there you go, guys. These were my tips on how to get into the manager's good books, how to make it hard for the manager to drop you. At the end of the day, we all want to play as much games as possible, but sometimes it's not always possible to play all the games, but you need to make sure that you put yourself in the best position and make it very, very difficult for the manager to drop you. And I hope these tips will definitely help you, and definitely help you get into the manager's good books. So don't forget them, watch this video, learn something from it, and if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If there's anything you want me to talk about, leave a comment in the comment section, or get at me in my socials, my Instagram, Derek Asamoah, Derek.Asamoah, on Facebook exactly the same, Derek.Asamoah. Hit me up on there, and I'll make sure that I'll answer all your questions and make a video on it. If I can't answer you directly, make a video on it. Yep, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it helps out, and I'll definitely be making more videos like this to help you guys out. Until next time, people, see you later.